Welcome to this high protein vegan meal prep. Today we're gonna make a super simple yet nutritious tikka masala. This Indian beauty has 40 grams of protein per portion. Full macros are in the end screen of this video, a written recipe is in the description box below, and consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. For 5 portions we need 300 grams or 1.5 cup of rice. The main source of protein is either tofu or chickpeas. I think chickpeas works best for this recipe, but you go with whichever you like. This time I ended up using half of each. Then we have 2 onions, 400 grams or 14 ounces of broccoli, 4 cloves of garlic and 3 tablespoons of ginger. Then we need a ton of spices. We have 2 tablespoons garam masala, 2 tablespoons curry powder, 1 tablespoon ground cumin, 2 teaspoons chili powder, 2 teaspoons turmeric, half a teaspoon cardamom and 2 bay leaves. Next up is 800 grams or 28 ounces of chopped tomatoes, 5 deciliter or 2 cups of coconut milk or plant-based cream, and 2.5 deciliter 1 cup of water. We'll top off with 2 limes, some sesame seeds, and we also need some oil for frying. Start off with boiling the rice according to the instructions on the package. Chop up the onions, peel and grate the ginger, and cut the tofu into cubes. To a pan, add a bit of oil and fry the onion on a medium heat until caramelized. If needed, add a splash of water to get all the caramelized flavors from the bottom of the pan back to the onion. Then add the ginger, crush in the garlic, and add all the spices and 1 deciliter or half a cup of water. Mix well and let that cook for a minute before adding the tomatoes and the rest of the water. Now leave that to simmer for about 15 minutes. While the tikka masala is simmering, cut up the limes and the broccoli. I like to add the broccoli raw in the end, but you can of course steam it, bake it in the oven, or you can also add it to the tikka masala sauce while simmering, let it cook that way. Remember that you can also eat the stem, so don't waste that. The stem has a milder and a bit sweeter flavor. This step is optional, but you can use a hand blender or a liquidizer to blend the sauce smooth, but you can of course just leave it as it is. Then add a plant-based cream or coconut milk. Now cook the tofu. I've chosen to fry it this time, but you can also bake it in the oven. You can find instruction for that in my pad thai video. I'll leave a link for that in the top of the description box below. Then just add the tofu or the chickpeas to the sauce and let it simmer for a few minutes to give the tofu or the chickpeas a chance to soak up all the flavors, and now the tikka masala is done. This recipe is very easy to adjust regarding the amount of calories. If you want more calories, use a higher fat percentage coconut milk. If you want less calories, use a bit less coconut milk and a bit more chopped tomatoes. You can also use more broccoli or cauliflower to get less calories per portion. Assemble the meals in as many portions as you like. The macros are based on this batch being divided into 5 portions. Sprinkle over some sesame seeds and don't forget to bring your lime. I release high protein vegan recipes every week, so make sure to subscribe, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up.